if 7 minus 2y over 3 is less than minus 5, then solve for y. We have some students online. Victor, can you tell me how to start this problem?
For this particular one, I'm not, full honesty, I'm not really familiar with this one.
Okay, not sure. We have few students online. If you know how to get started, you can type your first step. Here we have an inequality. So we have 7 minus 2y over 3. Victor, if this were an equation, could you tell me, or do you know how to solve this equation?
For that equation, let's see. This one's familiar, but I currently. Oh, is this like a cross? No, cross.
Okay, let me help you out here. Cross multiply. That's what you're trying to tell me. You can either multiply both of the equation by LCD. LCD among both of these would be 3. I can multiply both of the equation by LCD, or just simply cross multiply this. Because if you have a proportion A over B is equal to C over D, I can cross multiply this. I can say A times D is equal to C times B, because good example here would be about 4 over 2. Victor, what is 4 over 2 is equal to if I reduce them?
Two.
Right, 4 over 2 is equal to 2 over 1. So if you see, if I cross multiply these numbers, 4 times 1 is equal to 2 times 2. So 4 is equal to 4. So every time you have a proportion, if I simply cross multiply these numbers, the product would be exactly equal to each other. So I can do that same thing here. I can write this as 7 minus 2y times 1 must be equal to 3 times minus 5. Right? So 7 minus 2y is equal to minus 15. That's how you can change this equation that involves fraction into a linear equation. Or you could say the LCD is 3. I can multiply both sides of the equation by 3. If I multiply the left-hand side by 3, 3 over 3 cancels. I get 7 minus 2y like that. If I multiply the right-hand side by 3, I get negative 5 times 3 would be negative 15. So one way to eliminate the fraction is we can multiply both sides of the equation by LCD, or just if it's a proportion, we can simply cross multiply. This is an inequality, but the steps would be the same. If this would be over 1, if I cross multiply this would be 7 minus 2y, then instead of equal it would be less than 3 times negative 5, which would be 15, negative 15 here. Okay, Victor, do you follow up till this point? And those of you who don't have a microphone today, just put the check mark in front of your name if you follow this. Victor, since you have a microphone, do you follow up till this point?
Yes. Yeah, I follow.
Okay, good. So, Victor, can you tell me what would be a next step now for solving this inequality, do you think?
I think my guess is just as if it was a regular equation, you would subtract 7 to both sides.
Very good. You subtract 7 from both sides of the inequality in this case. So let's do that. Okay, Victor, what do I get on the left-hand side in this inequality?
Let me see. You would get negative 2y is less than negative 22.
Very good. So just simply add this 2 would be negative 22. All right. What do you think the next step would be, Victor, after that? We want to solve for y.
You divide negative, now you divide negative 2 to both sides.
When you divide by negative, what do we do with the inequality, Victor? Do you know?
Yes, the sign switches to greater than.
Very good. So if you multiply or divide by negative, the direction of inequality change to the opposite direction. So now y would be greater than minus 22 over minus 2, which is equal to plus 11. So which one is the correct choice here? Looks like C is. Y is greater than 11. So do you see how to solve inequality, Victor, now?
Yes, now I understand this. This is awesome. Thank you.